both sides. Very well put.
Eventually, I think the buyers will
Accepting through
say something.
time bothers me for longs.
Say that again. Wait, just hanging out down here.
Yeah, just hanging out down here doesn't bode well for longs.
The more times you
Mm-mm.
tap on these levels,
Don't make me get the stack of cards.
wait, did someone say? Oh, my favorite. Uh,
See if they hold up here. I mean, we're delta neutral now in the S and P's,
I think the seller
negative
is going to
a
come.
100, 2,700 positive in the Nasdaq. So there
Ooh,
are
5 minutes. We're gonna
some
push this
market
higher.
order buyers down here.
Yeah, right back up.
Yeah,
Right back up.
MBT new highs 24,500 last trade and Q6620 last trade. Yes, gold 40.55. Crude oil $59.80.
Starting to look a little bit more bullish here. The fact that we keep holding. If there's there's a little bit of a breakout
Yeah.
now. If we get momentum behind it, I could
Uh-huh.
see 600s coming back into play.
Well, okay. About
Yeah.
75 points. What would you be looking for at 600s, Dakota? If anything.
I mean, range bound, right? Range bound. Like it would be. We kept holding these 450s, 440s. Now I'm going to be curious: are the sellers, if we can get up into this upper level, can the sellers hold it? Like if we do get up to 580s, because we don't know if we are, right? But if we do, are the sellers going to step in and push this thing right back down?
All you have to do is summon the buyers is say, where are the buyers?
Where are the buyers?
Keeps on getting whacked at the 6,600 SPX.
What are you saying, Jack?
Is that sort of mid of the range I talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Um, right here, right now, big fat round number in the spot market.
You look at indecision. Indecision. Everything a bit of a holding pattern. How about that? Okay, Hogue. We got the initial balance high, initial balance low in. Coming up to the top of the hour to
Mhm.
3 minutes. Do we have a potential
Yeah,
failed downside? Do we have a potential failed
we
downside
got
auction?
nothing.
We got nothing.
We
That's
got
what I
nothing.
thought. I'm grasping. I'm grasping for shit here, man. We got nothing. I'm looking for something, man. What are we
No,
doing?
I mean, right now it's initial bounce high, initial bounce low, the extremes of the regular trading hours indicating potential for range bound activity.
Let's take a look at the
Let's see
ladder.
if
Hey,
we
Hogue,
can get
check.
some extension outside the initial balance and see if we see some participation and some continuation or a failed auction in either direction. We'll have to see. But right now we got nothing. We're just
No, we
chilling
got
here. We're just
Hogue, check your
booling,
slack.
if you will, as the kids
Check.
say.
Is that what they say, Hogue? Check your slack. All right, they're gonna try to pop this thing a little bit. This Nasdaq ladder is so thin.
Yeah, it is. Low single digits.
Yeah. 66.14. We're in the we got
Yeah,
nothing.
any
That's
minute we could be up or down 100 points.
on not for the Nasdaq, not much volume either to move it 100 points because it is so thin on the ladder. Okay, seller's gonna try it. What's down here? Got something down here. You got 126 slot in the Nasdaq on the bid. 450s, 24,450, about 25 points lower. Using that level 2 data on Top Step X.
Does anyone know, is there a way to copy paste all of your drawings to another product, say between ES and MES? That would be cool. Because I got all my lines here, but I'm not trading minis right now.
Oh, you want to bring it over to the micros?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's new drawings are replicated to all the charts in the layout and shown when the same ticker is selected. So I don't know if that goes across like micros and minis.
Oh, are they going to give it a shot here? Top of the hour, 20 seconds. Cannot extend.
Oh, new
It's
eyes.
a try. I don't think we're going to.
Will the buyers hold it up this time?
Oh, we're about to find out. Top of the hour. Boom. We'll see what this red candle is open. It's open red. I think they're going to give it a shot.
They're new lows coming. Yes.
New lows coming. New lows coming.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Dakota. Nice.
Andre.
First 90 minutes. Dakota, we are going to exit you stage right now. Thoughts? You locked it up. $700. We'll see you in slow markets. Any other prices, levels of interest here before we throw it over to James?
No, so far that's it. I mean, back-to-back winning days. Let's see if this winning streak continues. Yesterday it was a little over 300. Today it's a little over 700. So back-to-back winning days in the live account. Just gonna keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Base hits, small size, wide stops, and tomorrow is Nvidia earnings. Should be a good one.
Okay, very good. With that being said, the good stuff, Dakota. I'm gonna throw it to James. We got some announcements. We got some news. Then we got Deanna getting ready to join us on the other side of this. My man James, happy Tuesday. Markets are rocking. What's good, my man?
Happy Tuesday, everybody. How we doing out there today? All right, thank you for joining us on Fast Markets. Dakota enjoyed the green room where, in Dakota's writer, he only wants yellow M&Ms. We have to go through and pick out all the other colors and just put the yellow ones in a bowl for him. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, the Top Step Discord. You guys heard about this? You seen it? The Top Step Discord. It's a trading community unlike no other. The largest trading community Discord out there. You can find anything you're looking for trading related on our Discord. There are dedicated channels for each product. There are dedicated channels for the time zone that you're trading in. There's a dedicated channel for Top Step TV. There's a room where you can get help. There's channels per Platform X or Top Step X if you're not sure how it works. There's a massive community of admins and moderators who are there to help you. If you need quick support, Discord is where you can go. If you're looking for a trading buddy, Discord's got you covered. And if you want to talk shop with Top Step TV traders and somewhere other than the YouTube chat outside of our Top Step TV hours, Discord has you covered. Dolby started it, and now it is the largest trading community out there. Please, we're going to drop the link in the chat. If you're not a part of this community, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, jump in, get in there, and check it out. Throughout the show, Nightbot, he just did it. Good job, Nightbot. Nightbot is going to be dropping a link where you can look at the coaching segments and events in Discord every day. Click on that link, bookmark it, sign up for events in Discord, and never stop learning. That's what we're here for. Also, speaking of learning, later today at 1 p.m. Central Time, right after group coaching, it's Mindset Matters with Robin Dane. Now, Robin Dane has guided elite traders and portfolio managers to overcome fear, sharpen focus, and trade with confidence. And now, it's your turn. She'll be answering questions live and showing you how to build the discipline and mental edge every trader needs to survive in these markets. Set a reminder for today at 1 p.m. Central Time because your mindset is the ultimate trading tool. You got to keep it sharp. And to keep it sharp, you got to be right here on Top Step TV. Now we're going to drop and pin another link in the chat. This is your Mindset Matters question form. If you have a question for Robin Dane, please click on this link, submit your question, and then be sure to be back here at 1 p.m. Central Time to see Robin answer them live. She'll be sitting down with JD. JD is back, so we know this is going to be a great segment. 1 p.m. Don't miss it. And I know you're not going to miss it because you know what's right before Mindset Matters. That's right. It's group coaching. Group coaching is every day at 12:15, and today we have Hogue, Hoop, and JD, and they're taking the time out of their day to sit down and answer your trading questions. So if you have a question for Robin Dane, think mindset, trading psychology, and how to stop yourself from overtrading. Group coaching, think chart pattern questions, technical analysis, or what was it like back in the pit? Our guys have years of experience. They're happy to answer any question you want to submit. So we're going to drop this link in the chat throughout the day. Mindset Matters is going to stay pinned, but if you're looking for the group coaching form, just tag one of the moderators, shout it out. We'll make sure we get you that form. Now, before we get back to Deanna and the gang, guys, tariffs are impacting toys this holiday season. Shoppers are being warned to expect higher prices and lower inventory. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan dives into the impact it's all having on the toy industry and explains why shoppers shouldn't wait until Black Friday to buy.
Dr. Volatility lives.
The holiday shopping season has already begun, but the prices of many items may have you feeling much less jolly this year, especially when it comes to toys.
I don't think we're going to see very big sales this year.
Toy expert Chris Byrne warns shoppers shouldn't wait until Black Friday to buy toys because it's unlikely they'll go on sale and the inventory may be low.
Tariffs did disrupt the entire industry, and people paused shipping earlier in the year. If you see something, buy it.
It's unclear exactly how much tariffs will hurt, but experts expect the prices to increase. Here's why. Roughly 80% of all toys sold in the U.S. are manufactured in China, according to the Toy Association. And Chinese imports have been hit hard with tariffs. The Trump administration implemented the added tax on imports to generate more revenue and encourage companies to make items in the U.S.
We are seeing that toys are one of those categories that are being impacted more heavily by tariffs.
Catherine Cullen with the National Retail Federation says despite tariffs, shoppers are still spending. They recently conducted a survey and found consumers plan to spend roughly $890 per person this year. Families with kids aren't holding back.
They're actually one of the only groups that we saw say they're spending more.
Colin says families with kids are spending about $30 more. And when it comes to budgeting, Byrne recommends shopping around for the best price and has this advice.
You don't need to overwhelm kids with presents. A few things that they're going to really enjoy and play with, and especially things to share among the family.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
All right.
That, my
Thank you.
friends. That's why they call him Dr. Vol. New lows.
Yeah. And Deanna, good morning. How you feeling? Just in time for some range extension in the equities. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so looks like to me it's going into a bit of an outlier day because now we have ignored the ADR on ES that was located around 66.21. But obviously we have a possibility for failed downside auction as well. So, you know, I don't know.
It's looking like that right now.
NFP week. It's NFP week. So yeah, interesting.
So there it is. We just took out the initial balance low and came back inside of it, preempting a failed downside auction right now. Looks like it's paying.
Yeah. I was able to copy my charts over to MES, but they're a little bit out of whack. But we did not quite get the 5% off the all-time high there in the SPX.
Uh-oh.
Came within 4 points, though.
Well, that's, I mean, everything's a zone. Is that close enough?
It was. Then it bounced. You know, I'm naturally a little bit hesitant to jump in the longs here. All right, we're bouncing. Bitcoin trading in the 93 handle in the futures, almost 93,000 spot. That's held up really well, up 1% or 1.3% in the futures from yesterday's close.
Well, we've traded both sides of the initial balance in gold now. Probably going to be relatively range bound at that point. But D, what have you been trading? Are you in the market in anything right now?
Yeah, I am right now, but I don't know. I think the metals are starting to roll into into a new contract. So I don't know. I'm in short micro copper because it rejected the value low. This purple area here. And it went, the only one that went into a clean extension to the downside. So we'll see. But it's been quiet for me. So
So
we'll see what happens.
you're already feeling the metals rollover, and you can see
Yeah,
it really.
it's very spiky at price action, inside bars everywhere. No committed moves. It's all getting a little bit a little bit tricky.
So when do you see the front month moving to the next month in copper? I'm assuming it's February,
It's actually going to be March. Looking at the CME
March.
website, yeah. Whereas I think I looked at gold. That one's going to roll into February.
Mm,
And silver. Let's have a look at silver.
March.
I did look at it this morning, but I forgot.
Uh,
Also
there's a lot
March.
to remember. Also
Yeah,
March.
also March. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's always my favorite front month of the year is when gold is in the December contract because it stays in it for like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are coming into roll. And of course, everybody knows we're in rollover in crude oil. It should be trading the January contract and will be trading the January contract tomorrow. Boy, that's a nice bounce
We'll
off the
see.
failed downside auction in the S&P and in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, we ran it back up to 6,600 where we are now yet again in the ES. That's 6,620.
SPX.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Aaron, seeing anything here yet?
I like, to be honest, I like these longs on gold. I kind of just want to
Uh-huh.
see us get back above 4,050. I like the way this hourly's opened, hit the previous hourly lows, hit this London resistance. I like
Uh-huh.
the longs here, but I'm not a huge fan of that previous hourly close. It's like one of them trades was like, yeah, I could see it going back up. I could also see it not doing very much. Um, so yeah, as much as I would love to take it, I think if I do take it and it goes sideways, I will kick myself a little bit. So, I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
sit on the sidelines and watch it. But I think if we get back above 40.50, I think we could pull back a little bit higher.
Well, we have kind of swept the initial balance high and the initial balance low. So I think the tendency, which you may be right on, is probably a
Mhm.
little bit more rotational activity than anything really directional, but still some decent opportunities in a range this size. We've got crude oil making new session highs. We did take that opening range trade to the short side. We would probably be out of that by now at a small loss. And just watching this bounce here off that failed downside auction, pretty tasty.
Whole session range in crude oil is 58 ticks. Not sure how tasty.
58 ticks, and that's exactly what we hit. Crude oil has been such a beastly small range, regular trading hour
Mm-hmm.
range. Everything seems to happen overnight.
Yeah. If anything happens.
Yeah. Crude oil and I are in counseling. We've got a meeting tomorrow.
Oh, we went through a divorce.
Yeah, it seems that it's going to be a while before anything really changes in crude. You know, it's been range bound on so many different time frames. It's like, when are we going to do something? And it's like once in a while you'll get a really good range, hopefully an opening range opportunity, but for the most part it's been very, very, very narrow. You really have to be choosy with your trade locations in it if you're going to be trading it, because you got to make sure that the juice is worth the squeeze. No, D, we looked at the opening range yesterday and we were short it, but it was such a big opening range. We took, some profits on one of them and we moved our stop to basically break even, and just there wasn't, it wasn't a whole lot of activity. So, I mean, the one that we got out of was 1-to-1 reward over risk, and it was right near the low of the session. And the other one we just kind of put the break even, and we made a little bit on it, but it wasn't like any 1-to-1 was the best we could have done, in other words. So, take that
Yeah.
opening range trade 1-to-1, the best you can do. Is that worth the squeeze? I know, D, you're looking for 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour opportunities like that.
Oh, it depends.
So,
Most of the time it'll be doubles, 2R.
mhm.
And only if we're trying to come away from some big area, then I'll extend that. But crude oil has been a different product. It started about 2.5 years ago, and like Hoop said it the other day, or the other week, it's not the same product, and he said, I miss it. And we all miss it. I don't know whether they're trying to keep it range bound or what, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Billy Bob Thornton in was it Landman, that said
Mm-hmm.
crude oil is profitable between, what is it, $55 and $75, and seems
Yeah.
like they're doing a pretty good job of keeping it inside of there.
Interestingly, I had Mo on the Euro trade a while back, and he was saying how the Saudis, when they're getting their oil out of the ground, it's actually super cheap for them. So they could handle crude oil at like $5, but obviously in the States it's a lot more expensive, so it's more like 50 to 55. Yeah, it's
66.20 keeps them being sticky.
sticky. It's the former ADR low.
66.20.
Mm-hmm. We can reclaim it without any major selling wicks, and then continued failed auction might be on the cards. But if it keeps wicking down, then it's probably just a slower auction rather than a failed auction.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot coming out.
Yeah. Or it could just go sideways. That's also an option.
Yeah, you can always do that. We were looking at the size of the opening range earlier, D, in the Nasdaq and in the S&Ps, and they're not huge. I'd say they're about average for the last week or so. But you're kind of looking at the size of the initial balance. I mean, it takes more energy to extend outside of a wide initial balance. So we're kind of looking like maybe just being somewhat range bound today, especially knowing what we've got coming forward with Nvidia and everything else. So we did finally get our range extension failed downside auction. We'll see if we get that rotation back to the upside. But do you track kind of average sizes of the initial balances on on the markets that you trade?
I mean, I can easily track them. I track the average session range, and then in relation to that, what is the size of the initial balance. But I can just change a couple of things here and give you that number for the last, let's do 14 days. So for the last 14 days, the average initial balance size was 162, whereas today it was 303. So massively overshot it.
In NASDAQ?
That was in ES.
Yes.
Yeah, let me find that.
How much was it?
162, and today is 303 ticks.
For the initial balance or the average range?
Yeah, initial balance. And the
Initial
average
balance.
range, yeah, was 292.
Where are you getting your initial balance time frame from?
I'm getting it from exactly where we get it from, regular trading
3 to
hours.
9:30?
So yeah, so it basically takes it from 8:30 till 9:30, and then goes back 14 days. Sorry, my dogs are going out. So
Well, D's here.
Your average.
What's up, D?
Dogfight.
What's up?
Just
Yeah.
like
Rock
66.20, pumping a little bit.
Here we go. So the lows,
See,
new
I see
lows.
the initial balance is 85 points in the S&Ps today.
yeah, points, but I measure it in
Point.
ticks.
Oh, ticks.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
4.
Understood. All right, there was my disconnect there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah. It's just easier to talk in ticks because then it's transferable.
Hey, well,
Understood.
okay. All right, Hogle, we dip beneath the IB lows in the ES and the NASDAQ, bottoming out at 65.90. Fail downside auction indeed. We got looking at about a 200-point turnaround in the NQ right now as we trade 24,557. Here I see gold bottom out at 40.40 and pushing that thing up to 40.60. Nothing on the tilt.
Bounced off that 40-50 level pretty well. So nice read there to see the shorts down into it. I was tempted to take this bounce here, but I also can kind of see it just creating a little bit of a range in here. So you could have maybe bounced a little bit here. It says 100 ticks, but nice to see it reacting off that level anyway.
See Barkin spoke. Barkin, a little recap. It's hard to declare victory on either mandate, talking about jobs and inflation, but it's also clear not that either requires a response. Okay. Without compelling data, it is hard to get a broad consensus, and inflation does not appear headed higher. Did you guys read these already?
Nope.
Okay. The labor market is
We're waiting
softening,
for
but
you, Andre.
yeah, well, but I don't think it'll soften that much more. They've been saying the same concerns about the job market. Closing in on overnight VWAP in the ES. 66.39 would be that price. We're about 6 points away from it. And NASDAQ trading 24,569. Euro close, bottom of the hour. Incredible. D, thoughts on the volatility? I know you don't necessarily trade the equities. Just thoughts on the overall vol. What are you trading today, D? By the way, you got
trading. Yeah, just copper again.
Okay.
Sorry, my dogs are going for a walk, so they're just 8 of them, 7 of them.
She's got trades on. She's got dogs going nuts. We got DNA.
Yeah, they're going for a walk, so they're always
all 9 of them.
Always a bit more excited. 8.
All
8 of them.
All 8 of them.
Yeah.
What exactly does that look like? Are just
the boys? Yeah, we've got basically 5 males. One of them is their dad, and he's deaf, and he's not nearly as energetic as he used to be. But the other 4, they are insane. So you get out of a car, you get them out. We have a private field that you pay for, and it's just us. So they kind of jump out of a car. They're mad for the ball, the chuck it balls.
Oh yes.
So they're like, yeah. So they chase each other. They have this game where one of them steals the ball and then runs away, and the other 3 are chasing him. It's a bit crazy, yeah. And then their mom, little Pomeranian, she likes to get involved with. She's just not nearly as loud as the rest of them, but yeah, it's a bit chaotic for the first 10 minutes, and then they sort of settle, and they all have their own balls. So yeah, but before the walk, oh my god, I think I'm gonna go deaf one day. I need earplugs.
They're very excited.
They are, yeah, and they are very excitable dogs in general.
Going for a walk.
Yeah, favorite part of the day.
You're short from 4.971 in.
Yeah, 9715. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
it's just under the initial balance low.
Gotcha.
Here's the top of the wicks from 920 to 930 right here in
Oh.
the ES, and then we're just below VWAP as well. We're through it.
Yes, we are.
Let's see if the sellers are still there.
This would be the spot. Are the lows in? We got crude popping. Looking at about a 40-point turnaround here.
Yeah, we
just broke out
avoided
there.
a loss, not taking that crude opening range trade to the short side. That was a good no take. Back to value high in the S&P and in the Nasdaq. Right at VWAP.
The VWAP. In the ES.
Well, Andre,
yes.
we came very close to our 5% down. Came within about 4 points right there, and seeing some others were looking around there too.
This is in futures. We did go 5% off all-time highs in the ES. Nasdaq, what's that price? 5% off all-time highs.
Well, we're
all-time
below
highs.
it.
Oh, we are beneath it.
25,079.
Oh, we're well below it. Okay.
Yeah. Nasdaq's been pretty weak.
All right. Gold up to 40.60. ES continue to grind higher here. Now 66.43, like Jack said, we have pushed above and through overnight VWAP. We're now about 40 points from session highs. More buying stepping in here in the ES. 66.44. Looking at about a 50-point push higher here in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, we just we're also above the Asia lows, now the
600
early
up
morning
there.
lows.
On the ask, ooh, they went back to back. 600 on the offer at 66.45. In the ES, that was filled. All right, we're gonna make another run here in gold, Aaron.
Yeah, it's having a
tough to get a read.
Have a nice push here, but coming into level where we may pull back off a little bit. That's a nice 15 morning star play there. If you whether or not it happens today, I was kind of looking at this. That sort of 4,050 level, sort of like a much higher time frame. There's your big left shoulder head, holding that as a right shoulder. I do like 4,100. Like I say, whether it happens from here, longs to me makes sense, especially if this 30-minute closes like it's going to close in 2 minutes. I think the longs actually could be nice here. Whether it comes in today, we'll see. But I think it could have a decent push.
JD's burnt toast in the chat. Back-to-back days of listening to the show, and the world is ending to holy bleep, what a move off the bottom. I love this market. Absolutely. These markets are wild. And continuing to push. 66.50s now trade in the ES. Looking about a 60-point turnaround.
50-point up move in the past half hour.
Incredible.
We putting in
Nasdaq's
putting in new session highs.
Lows to the highs. Can we do it? Nasdaq, same story over there. Looking at about a 300-point turnaround in the last 20 minutes or so as we trade 24,650. Anything on the ladder? Nasdaq ladder's been thin all day.
Can't even look at it.
Go. Look at this thing go like a well-oiled machine.
Volatility
I'm
getting
out of
crushed.
my copper trade. I did not want to see that because we went back to the initial balance. This is probably going to be a snooze fest, range bound day.
Push higher here. We are seeing more aggressive buying jumping in the equities. ES, Nasdaq both pushing higher here. Nasdaq now through overnight VWAP, MBT, micro Bitcoin on the highs, 93,790, 790. Where do they want to take this ES? Session highs in the ES is 66.84 half. No, that's not session highs. Overnight high. What do you got, Hogue?
App,
Be high.
Apple, Broadcom, Google, Flip Green.
Damn. London close 30 seconds.
Session high ES 66.79. Session high NASDAQ 24,832.
Okay.
Let's see if we get those targets.
D with the copper trade. Anything you're looking for here in the London close? Typically,
so not the way it's looking now. I'm actually switching to natural gas.
Okay, what's that?
Because I think that one, NG.
Yep.
Because that one is failing the auction from a GEX2 level, so it's looking
okay, London
a little
close.
better.
Right, NG, pull it up. London close.
We've had kind of 3 down days, but overall on the weekly chart, we had some a change in sentiment. And it is the time of the year as well.
I remember you asked me, what's the weather like? Why are we talking weather? It's very seasonal, though. There's actually the reasoning behind that.
Yeah.
The reasoning behind that question, D, is not just a little chit chat, a little small talk, but the reasoning behind that.
So during cold weather months, there is a increase in natural gas demand because of the heating, right? And almost every year, if it's nice cold temperatures, we see it go into an uptrend, and then it's relentless, like it just doesn't stop. I don't think we're quite there yet, but on the daily chart, we are kind of in a bit of a range here. We tried to go higher, went down, and we have a little demand area that is trying to bounce. And the fact that we have a GEX2 level, it's a level that generally brings nice moves away from it. And coupled with the failed auction, and I'm going to try a small trade. Let me just see what stop I need to use here. A bit wider, but let's just stick to 45 here. Because that one just about encompasses GEX2. And we'll see whether this can do something.
Let us know if you get it, Joe. Are you in?
So a pullback during the colder months is actually a pretty decent opportunity to get back on that trend, the seasonal trend. So there are technicals involved as well. And usually around after the euro close, it tends to turn around. So we'll see whether this failed auction can bring us a little bit more of a serious move upside.
Okay, grinding higher here in gold, 40.67. D, if you do jump in, please let us know.
Oh, I jumped in already. Yeah, 4,282, just 1 micro.
Okay, 4,282 in NG.
Just below yesterday's lows now in the ES. Got those at 66.58 quarter.
Okay, thanks, Sam.
Yesterday's, yeah.
MBT continue to push high here. Hogue, you got your work cut out for you. You got to go prep for morning recap. A couple words before you jump off. We'll see you in about 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes or so. But hell of a day so far, Hogue.
Yeah. Heck of a day at sea. Aaron, great to see you. D, always a pleasure. Jack, Andre, Andrea. I see JD back there. It's great to see everybody. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the morning recap. Blessings, everyone.
Thank you, Hogue. And morning recap after this. Right, looking forward to. Okay, I'm gonna take another push higher here. Let's trade 24,660 in the NQES 66.54. Now 55's print. Less than 30 points away from session highs. Man, oh man.
Okay, here we come. Yesterday's lows.
What price is that, Jack? Again,
it is 66.58 quarter.
58 quarter. Okay. Trading 55s right now. I got a few minutes still here in fast markets. We got D in the house. We got Aaron trades in the house. Jack, you saw Hogue. Now making his triumphant return. You saw him on opening call. He's back. He saw the Northern Lights while on holiday. Let's get him in here. We got some live funded P&Ls. We got payouts as well. What's up, JD? Welcome back. Welcome to jumping on this moving train, man. Markets are cooking. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? What a great day to come back, for sure. Good to see everybody. All right, we've got some impressive numbers to share from our live funded traders today. Let's take a look at some P&Ls from yesterday. Yesterday's top 5 live funded P&Ls. Huge numbers coming from these live funded traders. Up at the top there, Maria C, $18,920 trading the NASDAQ and the S&P. Number 2, Yihang with another huge day, $15,206. Giving him a 2-day running total Friday and Monday of just over $51,000 in total profits for Yihang. We're going to see his name again in just a minute. Huge couple of days for Yihang. Andis, 14,813 trading the ES and the NQ. Emmanuel P, 12,876 trading the ES, NQ, and Micro Bitcoin. And Samuel A, just about $12,000 trading the NASDAQ and the Nikkei. Big days for these live funded traders. Well done, each and every one of you. All right, payout numbers. Decent payout numbers to start the week, too. Up at the top, Johansson, just about $6,000. Joshua, $5,600. Raziel, $4,500. Ignacio, $3,000. And Robert H., $2,430 in payouts. These traders taking money out of the live markets, putting it in their pockets, lining their pockets with that hard-earned live market money. All right, now I mentioned Yihang just a second ago. We've got a special announcement for Yihang. Guess what he did with that 2-day running total of just over $51,000? He hit level 4 on the live performance bonus.
Wow.
Unlocked. That is a $20,000 bonus for hitting tier 4. Let me outline the tiers for you one more time real quick. If you are in the live funded account and you make a $15,000 profit, we're going to give you a $1,000 bonus. If you hit $20,000 in total profits, you're going to get a $5,000 bonus. If you hit $50,000 in profits, we're going to give you a $10,000 bonus. And if you hit $100,000, we're going to give you $20,000 in bonus. This goes all the way up to $1 million in profits, and you'll hit a $100,000 bonus. So all you got to do is continue making money in the live market, and we will continue to give you bonuses for your hard work. Yihang just proved it. Tier 4, $20,000 in his trading account. Pretty incredible. Jack and risk manager Ben talked about Yihang on the shoulder tap just a couple weeks ago. He was doing a great job, and he really picked it up. Really picked up the pace the last couple of days, too. So big shout out to Yihang. Great job. 20 grand in the pocket. Love it.
Guy's a beast.
Really, we've been seeing his name a lot lately. $20,000 bonus. Just as a job well done. Great to see.
So we briefly hit our first bump in the road in the 5-minute heading up there in the ES. Stalled out just below yesterday's New York session lows. And now we're making a run at him again. We didn't actually get to him last time, but they're right here, 66.58 quarter.
Gold, fairly tame today, Aaron. Not doing fairly tame. We still see $20 swings. I mean, comparatively to what we're seeing, it was the dollar play. It was affecting gold. It seems to be hovering right now, 40.61. 20 minutes ago, we saw 40.40s trade, and right when that New York bell for equities rang, we saw 40.80s trade, so still about a $40 range here. And take a look at the ES and NASDAQ. ES, another push higher. What do we got here? 66.57 now. Again, pin to the top of the chat. Get those questions in for Robin Dane. She's the boss.
There, we did it.
Yep, we did. Look at this thing go. Now within 66, he's Just scratch that 66.59. The orders print. NASDAQ, we are looking at about a 300-point turnaround in the last
My gosh.
40 minutes or so. D, do you miss equities at all?
I still trade DAX.
That's true. How's the
I never
volatility
so
been?
often YM.
How?
It's been a little lower recently, but I mean, I got a great trade yesterday, which was on the short side, so kept running. So I'm like, okay.
Really? You're gonna go
Today,
lower?
I think they took a long time before they
45.
actually moved it. So it didn't actually start breaking outside of the initial balance until we got closer to NYSE, the New York Open, and then it went the same way. So what happens with DAX is it has a mind of its own in the morning for its main session. And then as soon as US equities start trading, the correlation between the two can increase quite a bit. But it kind of dries up a little bit generally. There are some times of the year when New York session actually has a bigger range on DAX than Eurex and London combined. Not often, but it does happen. So it just depends what's going on in the world and where the focus is. I think we've got some German data this week coming out. So maybe it was a bit of, yes, the zoo, of course.
Yes.
ZEW. Did you used to call it the zoo?
We call it the zoo. Yes, the Boone.
Zoo,
Boone auctions. Oh yes, I remember trading those overnights. Yes.
Yeah, we had a lot of Bund, Bubble, and Shots traders where
the Boone Bubble Shots.
Yes. Remember those days.
That was their main bread and butter.
Absolutely.
You got
They're like
SmackDown
Germans
there
for
off
their
of yesterday's
names.
lows. Yeah. What do? I trade the bobble.
The bobble.
Yeah, the bobble.
The bobble, the 2? Is that the 2 year?
I never.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I just know. It's all good. Sorry, I just knew that.
Yeah.
Presume the Boons are the bonds.
Boon's the 10.
I presume.
Take a quick look at
Good question.
Fenwa.
I don't know. I've never really
good.
traded it. So, yeah. I think I did 10
we-
trades in Bund. All in.
All right, we are 50-50 now. For a probability of an additional 25 basis points rate cut is right on 50. Let's take it. What's the 10-year? Got any yields there in the 10-year? We under for one. 4.129. Jack, you got a VIX quote for me. We were at 25 at one point.
We're above that. They had a pretty good crush lately. We got as high as 25.8. We're trading 23.75 right now.
Yeah. Injection to the upside again. Nice patience today, Aaron.
Yeah, set to pay today on gold. It's been very, very. We're pretty much in the exact same place we started. So.
Oh, you're up today too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up 400.
Well done. Are you still? Where are you again right now? You in Spain?
I'm in in Barcelona, in Spain for about 3 more weeks.
Okay. Again, Aaron trades 1:30 a.m. Central Time here on Top Step TV. He got the other star of after that we got the Euro trade 3:30 a.m. Central Time. D in the house. Aaron, you I see in the chat that they're like, oh, why is he taking more trades? He's being patient. There's nothing presenting to him. And I'll throw it to D as well. You feel pressure to trade when you're streaming. They want to see the action. They want to see you pull the trigger.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I think I was in the beginning. Yeah, now, because obviously, as you know, it was supposed to be DAX trading, and I've never really traded metals much. So, metals for me are LME and COMEX. So, a lot of the times it kind of dries up. And initially I was like, oh, they want to see me trade. I have to do a trade. And then I would do nonsense trades. It didn't really make that much sense. So, so I stopped. So now I'm like, if I'm going to trade, then if I see something super obvious and we really had a good movement for like the first 2.5 hours, then yeah, maybe there's an opportunity. But on most days, with that weird time slot between the LME Open and the actual LSE Open, metals don't do that much. So, you know, I used to be like, oh, I should be doing trading. Now I'm just like, you know what? Chat can do whatever. You know, they can ask questions. We can do a nice class. And if there's anything obvious, yes, I will trade it. But if not, couldn't care less.
Done.
It took a while to get there, though.
It does indeed. We got a little bit more from Barkin here, Fed Speaker Barkin. If the workforce does not increase, economic growth will depend entirely on productivity. Growth in the workforce may be heading to around 0%. There is a high risk that in the future there will be more jobs than workers. Okay. Housing supply is still constrained. Okay. Is reassuring how resilient banks have been in the face of their commercial real estate exposure. Actors in actors in private credit have not had a lot of stability issues. Equity funding would limit stability risks. All right, Jack, back up to these levels. Again, this is yesterday's low, right? Yesterday's low.
Yesterday's low. We're back in our opening. You know, right where we opened at 8:30. A lot of drama.
Indeed. What else do we have on the? We have morning recap coming after this with Ho. Then we've got a rising star, maybe 3-man weave with Dolby and Jay. Aaron, do you often have to remind me that this is not a piano bar? It's not a piano bar. We don't take requests. I want you to trade, Aaron. So please pull the trigger. I mean, you've been doing this for quite a while. The pressure of pulling the trigger, clicking buttons while streaming in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people all across the globe.
Yeah,
you stick to your process. You don't.
Yeah, I don't mind, to be honest. If a trade comes up, like D said, I'll take it. I mean, the guys who my up $400 here today is from a trade that we took on the London show this morning. So for the guys who were tuning in this morning, we had a very nice trade. But no, I follow the plan. Trust the plan works. If we get a trade in London, fantastic. If not, I say to the guys who are tuning into the London session, you know, keep the levels on your chart because they play all the way out into the rest of the whole entire day into the New York session. So, you know, we take trades together when we do, like today. If not, you get the levels that play out for the whole entire day. So you're set up for the day ahead, and that's what it's all about.
Lovely. More from Barkin. I do worry about the exposure of banks to private credit.
Agreed.
Yeah, if
I mean, is that even new?
I mean, just who wrote this? Who wrote this for? What else do we got here? No more speakers on the schedule for the day. However, that can change. The president has been meeting with Saudi leadership. Started about 45 minutes ago. I assume that there will be some comments, camera, microphone. Keep an eye out for that.
Sellers back.
You can see a comment from Trump. I think I settled another conflict today.
I think. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?
Financial juice.
When was the message? I think. Okay.
It was overnight.
Okay, very good.
It just caught my eye.
Yeah,
settled another conflict. Brilliant.
I think. All right. Some rejection up there at that. Yesterday's lows in the ES last trade at 66.47. NASDAQ trading at 24,635 are the lows in for the day. The lows in for the day in the equities.
I mean, that would be the very safe bet. Gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they are.
Always take the points if they're offering you something.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think they're in. I don't think the lows are in. That's not financial advice. That's just me thinking out loud. 65.53 in the ES. 50-50 on the tilt. Right first 20 minutes in the New York session, we did see heavy long tilt in the NQ, 81% long. NQ right around the price of 24,755. Market went lower. Price teleport. Yep. MBT again. MBT micro Bitcoin overnight bottoming out 89,330. We're about $4,000 higher as we trade 80 or 93,520. All right.
Someone's asking about the dome. How do
Yes.
you read it? Simple answer, please. Well, it was that simple.
How do you read it? How do you read it?
Wouldn't
You read the ladder.
Yeah, wouldn't take a couple of years to get it. So the problem with the dome and level 2 data is that you have several things that can happen. So you have sweeps, you have big orders, and it's not necessarily just an isolated, oh yeah, I see some orders on the chart. It's like once they, let's say, smash through a large order, did that order trade out? Was it pulled or was it absorbed? And how? So if you can answer those questions, then the dome becomes quite useful. For me, dome and time and sales are a little bit noisy at times, but Bookmap kind of smushes it into a nice visual clue, which, I'm pretty visual, so that to me is much easier to read. But yeah, it's basically several conditions that can happen. How fast is the tape as well? So is it
Thin.
slow? Is it sluggish? Is it thin? Yeah. So what we say by thin, what we mean by thin, how many contracts are on a per price basis? So most of my products will be pretty thin. NG, it's like 6 to 25, sometimes 40 contracts. So a large order there is already like 40, 50. You see somebody with 150, everybody else is going to see them as well. And then they become the liquidity magnet. And usually they will get reached at the very least. And how they reach it, whether they smash it, whether they absorb it, that's another matter. So it is useful, but I think it just takes time and experience to, maybe record your screen and see how those events look like compared to the chart that is probably more familiar to you at this point, and then watch it back and see whether you can spot similar patterns going forward. That's how I did it. So.
Great stuff. Jack, we've got about 3 minutes here in Fast Markets. We got D in the house. We got Aaron Trades. We got Jack. We got Hogue. JD. See JD back. Reading the ladder, the dome, the dom, call it what you will. I don't know, are there any shortcuts or anything? Not shortcuts, Jack, but things you would point their eyes to people that are still trying to get used to watching the ladder move. How did you approach it? It took me a while.
To me, like the shortcut,
read
if
it.
you have it, is just like to start off, you can see, where unusual orders are, or perhaps something that looks like nice. Like right now, we got 570 lots, bid 6640. If you want to do the caveman trade, it was more important for me when I was trading bonds because the your queue position and stuff like that is much more important there when you have 10,000 on the bid and offer. Also, you can see sort of the violence of things more than I think you can see in the chart, especially when you get down around the lows, like the low of the day, if you want to try and like ride down through those pukes.
Jack, would you guys trade bonds on ladder, like vertical markets? Or
we had proprietary software and hardware that I like 99% of the time was executing the trades for us. And you would kind of, I would say it's weird. It's like there's this sort of trading, and I would say like my job when we were market making bonds was more like playing a video game, where you were more like tweaking the parameters to get advantageous fills. I've talked about this before, but it's fun to think about. I would not do this with my own capital, but I did create a doomsday button.
We had one too.
Basically, we had a bunch of screens, and I basically had one thing that would just every time I clicked the mouse would just launch a massive amount of short ES and long front end of the curve bonds.
Yep.
I created it after like my best trading day professionally ever was on like a very rapid event where I just happened to be there and just bought a bunch of 10 years. So I was like, what if we took it to the more extreme? What if there's something crazy that happens? I never got to use it before they canned me. And that's probably a good idea why.
Mine was Scroll Lock. For that event did indeed happen. Scroll Lock would do that. All right, 30 seconds here. Aaron trades, well done, up $400. Thoughts before you get out of here? What will you, Aaron Trades, be doing with the rest of his day?
Locking it in. Gold's very rangy right now. We're back in the same place we started, so take the $400, lock myself out. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'll take the win.
Love it. D, as always, fantastic seeing you. Check her out. Euro Trade at 3:30 a.m. Central Time. We've got morning recap coming up next. We got Rob and Dane. We got maybe three-man weave coming up. Are the lows in for the day on in the markets? Stay tuned to find out. I don't think they are. This is Top Step TV. Let's go. Markets are alive and well. Come on.
One of my next favorite features of the new TopStep dashboard is the Reset Rebill extension. When a trader purchases a reset of a trading combine during their active billing cycle, they're no longer stuck with the original purchasing date. They now get 30 fresh days to trade and to work towards getting to that express funded account, removing some of that pressure of time.
All right, it is time for the morning recap. Glad you are all here. Hope you're trading well this morning and seeing lots of green on your boards. Markets have been very interesting. A little bit of changing going on. Lots of really decent opportunities and some less than others. Let's take a look. Let's start with gold, just to get a little bit of context of what we were looking at this morning. Of course, very narrow range yesterday. The market opened, kind of closed the gap relatively quickly. We did not take the opening range trade in gold this morning. Now, it would be profitable, but because of the size of the opening ranges, we've been a little bit on the sidelines, a little bit for it. Let's take a look now. Of course, and as far as context is concerned, we know we've got the trend line that we tested to overnight. We're a little bit, if you want to say, cheap in the area of the range. Longs weren't necessarily a bad idea, but again, with the size of the opening range, it becomes a little bit inhibitive. Let's take a look. All right, so here's the big